Good afternoon. Welcome to Coding with Tim Sever. In today's episode of An Introduction to Coding in Python, we're going to look at the while loop. Here we see a sample abstract code for the while loop. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you the control flow mechanism for the while loop. Before we begin, we have two statements which precede the while loop, and I'm showing one statement after the while loop, and hypothetically, there are other statements that follow. So let's begin to see what happens in terms of the program control flow when we begin to process a while loop. So here we see we get to the while loop, it tests the condition to see if it's true. We enter the body of the while and we step through sequentially each statement of the while loop. And as you can see here, once we get to the last statement of the while, we come back and we retest the very Boolean condition, which is called the loop control condition of the while. Let's see what happens on the next test of this loop control condition. So in this case, the loop control condition is true. And as we see, we step through the body of the while again, sequentially statement for each statement in the body of the while. And once again, we come back to the loop control condition to test to see whether it's true or false once again. And now this brings us to the point where I need to make mention of the fact that something must be happening in these statements in the body of the while that could potentially change the value of the loop control condition. If not, and the loop control condition were always true, then the while loop would run forever. And that's key to note here. And I've waited for this moment to bring it up because I wanted first to have you visualize the basic control flow aspect, which really is to bring in why we call it a loop, how it goes about repeating the body of the while loop. There are really four attributes that are necessary for a properly working while loop. What we call the initialization of the control loop condition. Remember, that has to be set, i.e. defined, when the interpreter reaches that line. We call that the initialization part, which happens before the loop. Second, when we get to the statement of the while, we test that condition, and then pursuant to that condition being true, you enter the body of the loop and you take action or actions. And what I'm saying right here, one of these statements, one of these actions, is to potentially update the status of the loop control condition. As I said previously, if not, then the loop would run forever. So your loop design, you'll have a certain logic as to what you want to accomplish by looping. That's usually done in the body of the loop, but also you have to factor in what it means to quote-unquote finish. Right? One of the statements needs the ability to determine when there is no longer a need to continue looping. And that's the statement that will change the value of the loop control condition, which would change its status to become false. And then that's, in fact, how the loop will terminate. And we'll see this on our next iteration. So let's see what happens on this third pass through the while. Apparently the condition is true. Once again, we step through the body of the while in the same fashion. We come back around, test the loop control condition again. And in this case, we see that it's false. So we do not enter the body of the while. We go to the statement or statements which postcede the while statement, and we execute those statements in order of the program control flow. So I hope you enjoyed this basic introduction to the while statement. In the next visualization video in this series, we will investigate two other control flow aspects of the while statement, namely the break and continue statements. And finally, in the fourth installment in this introduction to the while statement series, we will look at the loop else condition, which is unique to Python. And after we go through the four installments of this visualization series, we will then look at some classical and concrete coding examples. Stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed part one of this video series on visualizing a while loop. I'm Tim Sever. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.